Hello,
Hello, I hear you.
Hey. Hello.
I got you loud and clear.
I got,
You got nothing loud and clear.
Yeah, like I can hear myself, so like I know when it's not sounding right, and that's why I keep saying hello.
Can you hear me?
I got you, yeah, I got
okay.
you.
Okay.
It's just, I don't know, maybe I should let you put them on one day and you'll see what I'm talking about. It sounds so weird. Okay, transponder, standby, flaps, coming up. Up on the right, up on the left, indicating up. Meters charging.
5 Celsius, 2.22.
Heading indicator set on 240.
Niner. Remark. Density altitude 2,100.
Weather.
Davidson County Airport. Automated weather observation 2203 Zulu weather wind 170 at 7 wind variable between 020 and 200 visibility 102,000 scattered temperature 25 Celsius 2.22 altimeter 29 remark density altitude 2,000.
Okay, 2999. Right there. And 170 at 7, so we'll take off 24. And we're in the variable between 0 and 360 degrees almost.
Yeah, this should be interesting. Watch out, you're going to climb right now. You might want to...
Pitch down. My red light on?
I don't... Oh.
No?
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it,
How'd the fuel, was it fuel pretty well up there? It looks like it is.
it's full, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was full, and when I looked at it then, he also bought a 240 and 2999.
One thing I want you to start to really be more consistent on is when you take that runway, I want you to actually speak out the runway heading and the DG heading.
Roger.
So you've been doing it pretty much so, but let's just be real consistent at it.
Perfect my craft here.
Yep.
Okay, moving the flight controls. Left goes left, right goes right. Up, down, right, left. Right goes up, left goes down. Flight controls are free and correct. And now my radios are not working again.
And you say that's your cable?
No, it's not. It's the
connection?
It's the
adapter?
Yeah, for the audio.
Oh, okay.
It's not the headphones themselves. The headphones are fine. It would never do that.
I would think Bose shouldn't have that kind of problem.
Yeah, it's not Bose. It's the cable. It's some tiny knockoff thing that probably costs like $18, and they sell it to you for $49.
Right. Yeah.
And it don't work, and
Chinese are putting it together in their huts for 50 cents.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. So. Oh my goodness.
Since there's nobody out here, we're just going to do a run up out at the runway.
Okay. Right now, I'm going to see if I cannot get annoyed here. Okay. Too many cables.
You've got more buttons and dials on that thing than I've seen on
Airbus.
Airbus.
Yeah. Got more cables than a space shuttle. Hello, test, 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 test. Okay. Like it doesn't, it's not like a consistent problem. It's a problem. Like,
yeah,
sounds fine now, and then like it gets the interference, and then
it'll cut out at the worst possible time.
Yeah, like when I'm making a call or something.
Yeah. Speaking of that, let's see.
Test, test.
Nice.
It transmitted it.
Nice. These little things that, you know, make us happy.
Yeah, eventually.
Like a push-to-talk switch that actually works.
Wow. That's a start right there.
It is a start.
Okay, so before takeoff, this is all down there. Okay. Oh, I need to start my timer. And make sure I'm on the... I'm almost ready. This is your captain speaking.
Welcome to Possibility Airlines, where it is a possibility we'll get you where you want to go.
We're ready to go, except for our first officer here is going really slow.
Here's a famous one. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to experience some turbulence.
And you just create the turbulence. Just to see what happens. Oh, and now my record stopped. That's great. I don't know why. Okay. Alright, here we go. Ready to taxi. And Davidson County Tower, ready to taxi.
Roger, 18 Echo, I want you to taxi via Alpha, Bravo, turn left on Charlie, hold short of Zulu.
I didn't know there was anything but Alpha here, Tower. Alright, we're going right on Alpha, right on Bravo, left on Charlie, and something about Zulu.
Hold short of Zulu.
Alright, let's go, I guess. We're going to test our brakes, and now my radio's not working again. My brakes work. Your brakes work?
Mine work. Make sure your seatbelt's good in case the door decides to pop open.
You ain't lying. I think that'll be our last landing when we get that one too, by the way.
What's going to happen? We're going to land and like all the doors, fuselage will be off, and it'll just be us sitting here like with this and like nothing else.
Yeah.
Open cockpit.
I will not be taking off again if that happens, by the way. Like the good Lord said, you made it to the ground.
You made it.
Stay on the ground.
You made it, so stay there.
This cable is acting up. Oh well. Alright, let's go.
Let's go. Alright, so let's practice good crosswind correction controls while you're taxiing here. Your examiner's going to be looking for that. She or he is going to look at that dock, and then she's going to look at this. And she won't say anything. If you're doing it wrong, she's not going to say anything. Some nice ones might say something. They might be like, oh, so what's the wind doing? They might give you some little hints.
And when we turn, just like turn it straight, I guess?
Yeah, so this will turn gradually as you get a tailwind.
Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk 18 Echo, taxiing via Alpha, Davidson.
Alright, so I'm going to modify our emergency brief. If we have an engine failure below 500, based on some new information that I've come to see, I may actually attempt a return back here, and it would be very steep, very sharply banked turn. If we were right at 500 feet, I probably will try another turn back here if we're not too far off. The other variable is how far away are you from the airport. If you've been climbing pretty steep and you're not too far away, and the wind hasn't been blowing you too far away, there's a good better than even chance that we'd make it back here to the runway if you do the proper approach, which would be a very steep, very low pitch down or high pitch down, high angle of attack turn. Always keeping in mind to keep our airspeed up above stall and actually a little bit of a buffer to counteract any kind of we don't want to do an accelerated stall either. So we would be very careful and mindful of that. But we're going to practice that at some point up in the practice area too. However, for your official briefing with the examiner, we want to just give them our normal, which is anything below 500, we're just going to go straight in, straight ahead, 45 to the left and right, and above 1,000, we'll try to come back around. I don't know if that all made sense.
Basically, if we get a problem, you'll try to do it right at a 500 or above, but when I actually take the exam, just tell them 1,000 or above.
Yeah, because that's the accepted practice right now, but there's some new information coming out about that, and I think we may see a change to that, here in the next year or two in the books. As long as they get enough, they're going to have to do some testing on that and see if it applies across the board, and I certainly would like to practice it when we get up to altitude. And again, it depends on your airplane. Obviously, we wouldn't try that in an RJ, but in a Cub, a J3 Cub, or a 150 or a 172, I think it's entirely possible.
Okay. Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk, November 2818 Echo, holding short of 24, Davidson. Okay, cabin doors are closed and locked, belts are adjusted and locked, flight controls are free and correct.
Make sure, that was a fail. Make sure you run all the way through the flight controls.
So like this.
Yeah, here's what they want to see. They want to see all the way to stop. They want to see you looking at it. And then they want to see this all the way to the stop. Then bring your head back, looking at it. And then all the way to the stop. And looking at it. And then all the way down, looking at it. And then back to neutral. That's what they want to see.
That makes me think that I don't need this thing on my... I feel like...
The only thing you need right now is a checklist.
I would fly better with it not on my leg.
Right now. I mean, as long as we're not just doing touch and goes, and all you need is that checklist.
I'm just gonna put that there.
And what you could do is slide this, into the pocket, and have it ready to go when you want it.
Okay. And that's way better on my...
Yep.
I feel like the thing always gets in my way, to be honest. So, flight controls, left, up, down, right, left, right goes up, left goes down, right goes up. Okay, flight controls.
So, initially I taught you the basics, now we're going to be fine-tuning every little thing. Okay, I'm going to be starting to nitpick you.
Well, that's what they're going to do, right?
Preparation for the check ride, so just be ready for that.
Roger. Instruments, are we set already? 2999, and we'll check our... We should be about 90, should be 33. Should be about...
Well, just match it up here. That's where it should.
Yeah.
That's what you should.
Whatever that says.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly what it is right there. So it should be like that.
There you go.
Fuel quantity, I can pull full. Fuel shutoff valve is on. Fuel shutoff is closed. Mixture is full rich. Elevator is set for takeoff. Alright, now we're going going to do our mag check.
All right.
Put on the brake up to 1800.
On the brakes.
1800 RPM. We're going to do one mag, about a 75 RPM drop, and a little jump. Left mag, it's about a 110 drop, back to both. Just the one, about 75, back to both. Back to the left.
That one's a little rough, isn't it?
Yeah.
All right, pull that carpet out all the way and let's just leave it there for a second.
Alright, oil pressure's in the green, suction's in the green. Ammeter's charging.
Alright.
It recovers.
The idea here is it's hot, it's warm and humid, so if there's any carb ice, we want to just go ahead and try to burn it out of there.
Alright. Good to go. Magneto's good, section's good, engine ammeter's good, mixture, rich carb, throttle back 1000, throttle friction lock. Car beats off, autopilot's off, radios are set, flaps are up, and indicating up. Parking brake released, windows closed, takeoff briefing. Takeoff briefing, we're going to stay in the pattern and do some crosswind landings. We'll do a normal takeoff.
Yeah,
again.
this first one's going to be normal takeoff, normal landing, crosswind controls.
Properly, perfect.
Properly, yeah,
wonderful.
perfectly, wonderfully.
Only done it like twice, but perfect. I mean, I don't know how many landings it took for I actually learn how to land, so now you're going to put some wind in here and make it more complicated.
I'd like to put some more wind, but this is all I could order up for today.
To buy you a big fan and put out there, just like put it right there on the ramp and just blow it. Okay, takeoff brief, we're going to do that, and then if we have an engine failure above 500 feet, we'll let you fly it. We'll maybe make a turn back. If not, we'll go down at 30 degrees to the left or right. Probably land on the interstate. That looks like the best possible place.
Probably, yeah. There's a field to the right there too. We'll maybe eyeball. I tell you what though, if we're a little bit above 500, depending on how I feel, I may just do that new technique and come back around. We'll see how it works. We'll see what I feel like at that point, based on what's in front of us.
Okay, and if we're below 500, or if we're above 500, we might come back around. If we're below it, then we're just going to land it. And I will be trying to restart the engine, run the checklist while you fly.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
All right, ready to go?
Ready to go.
All right. And this here, if we like set the temperature on to this dial, that'll give us our true airspeed. Is that what that is?
Yep.
Okay.
If it works.
Yeah, okay. Well, we don't even know if the airspeed indicator
It's this airplane, so.
We don't even know if the indicated airspeed is working right, I mean.
Right.
Anyways. All right.
Ready to go.
All right, that's on both flaps right now.
I like that you're double checking. Yeah, good. That's a good habit to get into.
Lights, camera, action.
Lights, camera, action. Approach path looks clear. It looks clear on the ADS-B.
All right, so I don't need my checklist.
And I would like you to say that on your check ride too. Approach path looks clear. ADS-B looks clear. If you're not at a controlled airport.
All right. Approach path looks good. I hadn't heard anybody call.
All right. I'm off the brakes.
Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk, November 2818 Echo, departing runway 24 to stay in the pattern for some touch and goes. Davidson.
And 18 Echo, it's 747 Heavy. We're short final.
All right. Davidson County, Skyhawk, November 2818, holding short. Davidson.
Yeah, we're going around. Yeah, you can go.
All right, we're taking runway. County. All right, lights, camera, action looks good. Approaching looks good. The other end looks good.
All right.
Here we go. Get going. Lights, camera, action. Approaching looks good. Other end looks good. All the available runway.
Yep. Always. By the way, how would you know when you go to full throttle, how would you know this thing's not creating enough RPM? for takeoff.
Not in the green?
Well, yeah, I mean, it might be just a little bit less. There's actually, it's written down somewhere. Where's that written? It's written for every airplane.
The POH?
No, POH wouldn't have it, but the online type certificate data, you can find it online. All right, good. 24.
24, 24, 24, runway 24 verified.
All right, good. You're ready to go.
Ready to go. Got our left crosswind. We got our full power in. Our left crosswind correction in.
And then as you build up speed, you're just gradually letting it out.
Airspeed's coming alive. Suction's in the green. Oil pressure's in the green. Airspeed is alive. 55. Rotate.
And then it's okay, once you're airborne, it's okay to just go into a crab, which is exactly what the airplane's going to naturally do. It just went into a natural crab. And at this point, it's just maintaining center line, whatever it takes as far as your heading. And it's nice and bumpy, so good. You need some bumpy experience.
Nobody on there.
Davidson County traffic, Cessna Skyhawk 2818 Echo, just departed runway 24, going to be remaining in the pattern for touch and goes, Davidson County.
Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk, November 2818 Echo, left crosswind for 24, Davidson. Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk 18 Echo, left downwind for 24, Davidson.
Now be careful because you busted your pattern altitude. She's gonna, or he is gonna be, yeah, they'll bust you for that.
Alright, we're outside the runway now. Need to do our pre-landing checklist. Gas is on both. The undercarriage is down. Make sure it's full rich. The prop is full speed. Our no pumps. Our seat belts are on. Our light switches are on. Pre-landing checklist is complete.
Good. Yeah, I wouldn't get, let it, I would keep it, I'd nail it right at 1800. I wouldn't let it get higher than that.
We're a beamer numbers, so power, carpet out. Power back to 1500. Go down. We need to bleed off airspeed. Our flaps 10. Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk 18 Echo, left base for 24, Davidson. flaps 20. Approaching looks good. Turn final. Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk, number 2818 Echo. Turn and final, 24, touch and go, Davidson. Now we're overshooting.
Wow, I thought you were going to land in, you know, Twin Lakes or something. So that's the wind that did that to you.
Yeah.
That's good. You haven't had wind before. What is this wind thing? Wow, it's blowing me off course here. So now you're crabbing. You might have to put in even more correction to get back where you need to get. Real quick. There you go. And flappage is still only at 10. You probably want to add some more flappage.
I'm at 20 now.
Or 20? Okay, I'd probably add 30. No time. And I'd pull that power back because we're way high. Now you're going to land on the taxiway, man. Okay, so crosswind. Well, let's get back on the center line first. Always get on the center line is your base point, right? Get there first, and then add in crosswind.
Well,
all right, go around. Go.
full power, airspeed's coming alive, suction's in the green. Rotate.
Do a short field, so it'd be 60. Keep 60 on your airspeed. Got to cross that obstacle right there. Okay, now you can go to VY. Okay, so you felt the effects of the wind there. That was good. That was a good illustration of what the wind's going to do to you. So next time, what do you need to do to compensate so that doesn't happen?
Turn in way early, or?
Yeah, anticipate and start your turn in a little earlier. And then once you do turn in, set your crosswind crab angle there so that you maintain that centerline track.
And Davidson County traffic, Cessna Skyhawk 2818 Echoes, remaining in the pattern, just departed 24, remaining in the pattern for pattern work, Davidson County.
Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk 18 Echo, left crosswind for 24, Davidson.
Yeah, there's lots of fields to land in down here.
Yeah. Whoa.
And part of that was your downwind leg. You also started to drift in before you ever started your descent. So watch that downwind leg because the wind's going to try to blow you into the runway. And remember, the winds change as you descend. So it's more stiff up here, and then as you got closer to the ground, it started to lighten up. So your correction that you have in the ailerons is gonna change as you're descending.
Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk 18 Echo, downwind for 24, Davidson.
All right, yeah, pull it back 2,000. Once you get in right here, pull it back to 2,000 immediately, and that gets you slowed down, and it buys you some time to do your checklist and run everything.
So now we need to do our approach to landing checklist.
Yep.
So the gas is on both. The undercarriage is down. To make sure it's full rich. The prop is full speed. There are no pumps. Our light switches are on. And our seat belts are on. The pre-landing checklist is complete.
Roger that. notice mine is showing me this light cloud cover here. All right, so this will be a, I want you to do one more just regular crosswind landing because you kind of bunged that one up. So I'm gonna give you another shot at it.
I'll be my number, so carb out. Now we're back to 1500. Now we're gonna bleed off some airspeed. And we're gonna do flaps 10. And now we're gonna go down at 500 feet a minute. And
yeah, go ahead and let it settle in at 500 feet a minute.
Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk 18 Echo, left base 424, touch and go, Davidson.
Lake Norman traffic, Skyhawk 5120, pops about 4 miles northeast of the field. We'll be set up for 14.
All right, approach path looks cool.
Approach path looks good. We're gonna go flaps 20. Slow us down some more. Oh.
Go ahead and get your turn made. Make a nice crisp 90 degrees, okay, and then fly 90 for a second. All right, just hold off here. All right, you want these nice 90-degree pattern here. All right, now start gently making your turn. We're making it a little early right now, but that's because...
Yeah, because we're going to get blown off course.
It's going to blow us right onto the approach path, which is what we want. All right, start steepening your bank out here a little bit. Watching your speed.
Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk 18 Echo, short final 24, Davidson.
See how that wind blew you right on course? Yeah. All right, now, here's where you... I have flight controls for a second.
Okay.
All right, here's where you set it, okay? Go ahead and put 30 in. All right. Now, I've got a little bit of a crab right now, okay? This is a crab. Got a little bit, you can carry a little extra airspeed if it's bumpy out, which is fine. But once you get kind of in here, then you can set your wing low method. So I'm gonna right rudder, left aileron, and I'm just maintaining my airspeed. I'm gonna carry a little bit more airspeed. If it's bumpy out, it's okay, carry 5 extra knots. All right? See the ailerons? I'm keeping that nose straight, and I'm just doing whatever it takes. Whatever it takes. I'm actually drifting, so I'm gonna back over here. There we go. All right, there we go. All right, your airplane.
Airspeed's alive, suction in the groove. Rotate.
2 miles northeast, we're set up for a 45 entry downwind.
All right, so it's just all about whatever it takes for the aileron correction for the wind, and then I had a lot of right rudder in to keep that nose centered. But you do want to maintain center line. That's a super important.
Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk 18 Echo, upwind 24, Davidson.
All right, let's do a short field landing. Got a short field, there's a 50-foot obstacle. So when we get over on the downwind, I want you to call out where your touchdown point's gonna be. It can be whatever you want. It could be the 1,000-foot marks or 500-foot mark, or I don't even know if they have those here. Or it could be the numbers, you know, whatever you want to be.
Lake Norman traffic, 5120, about midfield downwind 14, Lake Norman.
Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk 18 Echo, left crosswind 24, Davidson.
And what's on the practical test standard, what are they looking for there as far as your touchdown point?
Within 100 feet of the touchdown.
You can land beyond it slightly,
But not before, yeah.
but not 1 inch before it. All right, looky here too. Here's a nice good indicator. Look at your wind down there. Your wind?
Yeah.
left base 14, Lake Norman.
Turned out to be a really not bad day here for pattern work at least.
Nope. Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk 1 Echo, left base 24, Davidson.
Lake Norman traffic 5120, Papa final 14, Lake Norman.
Alright, we're our numbers. The pre-landing checklist, the gas is on both, the undercarriage is down and welded, the mixture is full rich, the prop is full speed. No pumps, all the light switches are on, our seatbelts are on, the pre-landing checklist is complete.
Roger, Dodger. Alright, so where's your touchdown point going to be? They're going to make you call it, so...
The 500-foot markers?
Yeah, which one?
They're big, well, piano key, not the piano keys. They're about where the strut is now.
Okay, that first turn off taxiway?
Yeah, there's
okay.
500-foot marker.
You can land beyond it, but not in front of that, okay?
Okay. Where be our numbers, so carpet out, power back to 1500. I'm gonna bleed off some airspeed.
So on a short field, remember you're gonna maybe have a little bit of a steeper approach. A little bit, so it'll be more of a high, low, steep approach.
Okay.
And we're going to pretend there's a 50-foot tower right at the end of the runway there, right at the threshold. So we're throwing crosswind and short field all together. Beautiful.
Approach looks good. Flaps 20. Approach looks good. Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk 1 Echo, base the final 24, Davidson.
Good. And immediately grab that nose in this way because it's going to continue to blow you this way. There you go. And we want to just track right down that center line, whatever it takes. All right, now go ahead and get it centered. Get centered on your center line and then put in your crosswind correction. Just like that.
Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk 1 Echo, short final 24, Davidson.
Now you're a little low, there's a 50-foot obstacle right there, so I put a little power in. Yeah, and I'd shallow out your descent right now, maybe a little extra power. Okay, now you cleared it. Now you've cleared it, now you can go back down. I'd kick in 30 degrees.
It's in there.
Well, really, there we go. Now it is. There you go. Okay.
Airspeed's alive. Rotate.
Whoa!
I'm not the best at this, if you can't tell.
Doing fine. You're doing fine.
I'll pitch up to cover these ILS. Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk 1 Echo, upwind 24, Davidson.
All right, next one's going to be a soft field landing. So soft field means you carry a little bit of power, right? When you're just above the runway, a little bit of power just to kind of float down the runway a little bit and land really lightly on the mains.
Okay, yeah.
I'm so happy. Like, this is the first day I think we've ever had with a crosswind.
Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk 18 Echo, left crosswind, 24, touch and go, Davidson.
We got some inbound traffic behind us.
I see that. Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk 18 Echo, left downwind for 24, touch and go, Davidson. I don't know why I was so choppy talking there. Davidson.
Davidson County. Alright, yeah, just all the way back to 2,000 now, and just go ahead and slow her down. Because remember, you can give yourself a lot more time or a lot less time. It's really up to you, and I'd give yourself more time.
Okay. 800, we're beam our runway. So pre-landing checklist. Pre-landing checklist, gas is on both. Fuel's looking good. Undercarriage is down and welded. Make sure it's full rich. The prop is full speed. Our light switches are on. There are no pumps. Light switches are on and our seatbelts are on. The pre-landing checklist is complete. Southfield landing.
On your check ride, it's okay to memorize it, but you're probably going to want to have your checklist there and actually just look at it. Okay. Even though you've got it memorized, it just lets her know that you're using the checklist rather than just memorizing stuff.
Okay. Here we're viewing our numbers, carpet out, power back, some airspeed, flaps 10.
Normal approach, and just doing a Southfield.
Southfield takeoff.
With a crosswind.
With a crosswind. Got somebody else too at 800. I don't know what he's doing.
Let's go ahead and make the call. He's headed.
Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk 18 Echo, left base for 24, Davidson.
9 mile, final runway 26, full stop, drop.
Let's keep an eye. He's right over there off our left, coming right at us, above us, but.
Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk 18 Echo, base for 24, Davidson. Lead off some airspeed.
Davidson County, Cessna 1451 uniform is crosswind for runway 24, and we'll be turning downwind to 24. We're well above traffic pattern at this point.
And 18 Echo's on short final for 24, looking Davidson.
All right, see how that went?
And we have you inside on time, sir. We're well above you. All clear, so we're just going to turn to the downwind.
Right there.
Right, that traffic in sight, Davidson County, 18 Echo short final for 24, touch and goes in the pattern.
All right, get back on center line.
All right, we'll come around and we're going to do a stop and taxi back, so we'll not affect you.
All right, yeah, power out because you were high, right? And then now it's put in your crosswind correction if you need it, as needed, and it's basically whatever it takes. Keep you right down the center line, right down the pipe. Always keeping an eye on your airspeed, looking good. And as you get into ground effect, you'll probably add just a little bit of power. Not yet, not yet. Okay, now added a little bit of power, just a hair. And we just want to touch down lightly on the main. Okay, and sort of light. There you go. And keeping that nose wheel above. Actually, we can actually rotate a little bit, get that nose wheel off, and we'll just stay in ground effect. Now we'll stay in ground effect. ground effect, until we get to the airspeed we want, then you can transition to VY.
Runway 24 will be a stop taxi back.
Davidson County, Cessna 18 Echo, touch and go, runway 24, remaining in the pattern, Davidson County.
A little weird to me.
Those are those bumps that were freaking you out that one day.
Yeah, it don't feel normal to me. That'd be normal to you, but it ain't normal to me.
Yeah, it's pretty normal. You'll get used to it.
Draw 5 days, Sergeant 6 November Sierra, about 2.5 miles final. Runway 26, full stop, draw.
That was a weird, I guess he had a midfield crossover, but he didn't really announce that.
Yeah. Well, he entered it at Crosswind, so he was just high. All right, this will be a normal landing. No soft field, no short field, just normal crosswind landing.
Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk 18 Echo, left crosswind 24 Davidson.
Okay, if you lost your engine right here, what would you do?
Picture 68.
Yeah. Are you going to make that airfield? Probably not, right?
Probably that field right there. That one this way.
There's also a nice one right over here. Let me show you.
You got the flight control.
I got the flight control. You see that right over there? But I'd probably go for that over there. Yours again. All right. Just wanted you to always be thinking, you know, what am I going to do if my engine fails right here? You can get back into the pattern whenever you're ready. Yeah, there's actually a little, like a little grass strip right there.
I was in the pattern until some random engine failure.
You never know when it's going to happen. Gotta be ready. I mean, that field there probably would have worked too, the one that you picked. There's a big power line there, but...
Uniform is clear, runway 24, Davis County.
Alright, you're going to want to kind of 45 back into it because we're a little bit far out here.
Davidson County traffic, Cessna Skyhawk 2818 Echoes, entering the pattern 45 degrees, left downwind for 24 Davidson County.
Alright, approach landing checkpoint, flight answers are set, radios are set, AIS is set, car peak, we don't need mixture landing light. This is not really pre-landing checklist. Fuel selectors on both. The mixture is full rich. Car peak is on, our seatbelts are fastened. That's not really right, but the gas is on both, the undercarriage is down, the mixture is full rich, the prop is full speed. There are no pumps. I would say we're getting blown into it.
Yep.
Our light switches are on, our seatbelts are on, the pre-landing checklist is complete. Beam our numbers.
Dad, burn it, the engine just quit again.
And Davidson County traffic, Cessna Skyhawk 18 Echo, going to be doing a short approach for runway 24, practicing an engine out for 24 Davidson County.
All right, we'll hold on the runway for you. 151
Thank you, sir.
Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk 18 Echo, left base for 24, short approach, Davidson.
Okay, good. You're going to make sure you make that runway. You've made it now. You can start entering some flaps.
Flaps 10, approaching looks good.
Yep.
It's clear, he's clear.
Now you just keep the power all the way out because you're high enough, and you just start adding those flaps in as you can. Now I'm going to demonstrate a slip. We're a little bit high. I've got the flight controls. Okay, all I got to do is make sure that I'm in the proper wide arc for the flaps, and I am. I'm going to bleed off some airspeed. Okay, see how we're bleeding off tons of airspeed now, and we're going to start dropping like a rock. Now I'm going to enter a slip, okay? This is a slip. A slip lets us get rid of a ton of air altitude really fast, and then we just transition to a normal landing. All right. Let's do a taxi back.
Davidson County traffic, Cessna Skyhawk 18 Echo, taxi back for runway 24, Davidson County.
Davidson County traffic, Cessna 1451 uniform, departing runway 24, and we'll be departing the area to the north.
Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk 18 Echo, clear of the active Davidson.
Okay, so see how we were really high? And you can go ahead and clean it up now, it's fine.
Okay, after landing checklist, flaps are up, carb heat's cold, transponders on standby. I'm going to leave it on altitude before going again. Wheels on both, trim set, takeoff, and turn landing on. I'm going to leave them.
Okay, so see how we were really high? And what are the tools in our toolbox if we're really high? Flaps, so I dumped them all in. We were still high. So airspeed, if we can slow down, we can drop, which I did. I pulled the nose up, which made our airspeed go down, which made us start falling down faster. And then we were still high, so then the last tool in the toolbox is a slip. And a slip is, in that case, it was left aileron, right rudder, and we're kind of going like this. And you saw how fast we came down, right?
We're going to fly again.
You want to do one more? It's up to you.
Yeah, okay, I'm past it.
What's that?
I'm past the taxi now.
Oh, okay. So. We can back taxi. It's up to you.
How many have we done? 4?
Yeah.
Well, let me just try to do one more.
Do one more, okay?
Normal.
One more normal. I won't pull anything on you this time. But you would have to have. You needed a slip in that case because you were too high.
We would land with no runway left.
If you hadn't dumped full flaps and done a slip, you may have been able to make it towards the end of the runway there, but it would have been close. It would have been really tight.
You're quite good at this, Jared.
I've done it way too much. It's fun though. I enjoy it. It's fun. You'll get to that point where you're like, man, this is fun.
Yeah.
Right now it's just work.
Yeah. Nerve-wracking, you know?
Yeah, but someday it'll be fun. One of these days, maybe we can get a aerobatic airplane and go up and do some real fun stuff.
If I do that, this ought to seem simple then.
Rolls and spins.
I thought we need a better airplane for that. Sure.
Oh yeah, not this one. Sure.
Imagine what would fall off if you turn this thing upside down.
You know, old Bessie here though, she seems pretty sturdy. It's just like her, all this sort of surfacey type stuff that just always breaks on it. But the engine's been pretty reliable. I mean, we haven't had much of an issue.
Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk 18 Echo, holding short of 24 Davidson. Alright, before takeoff, normal takeoff, flaps are up, wheels on both, our trim is set, our make sure it's full rich, our lights are on, our camera is on, the approach in looks good. Alright, ready to go.
Alright.
And your window is open.
Oh, yep. Alright, 18 Echo, you're clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, 18 Echo. Alright, Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk 18 Echo, taking off runway 24, just stay in the pattern, Davidson. nobody's said anything. Lights, camera, action, and looks good.
And 18 Echo, caution, wake turbulence, 737 departed ahead of you.
Roger that, wake turbulence.
So what do you do for wake turbulence? Where do you want to position the airplane in relation? Do you want to fly through it on the ground and then up, or do you want to rotate and fly above his?
I want to take off before he took off.
Yes, rotate.
So you're above it because the turbulence should fall down.
Yes. Yep.
All right, that looks good. Good.
All right, normal takeoff, normal landing, no emergency.
Normal takeoff, normal landing. All right, we're set. Right here. We're on 24. 24, 24, runway 24 verified. All right, here we go. Alright, engine oil pressure's in the green, suction's in the green, airspeed's coming alive. 50, 55, rotate, pitch for VY.
I'm happy it's bumpy.
Maybe I'll be there one day.
Well, I'm happy it's bumpy for you, because you need more time with it just being bumpy and windy, and the more it is like this, the more you'll just relax and be like, okay, this is normal.
Yeah, I agree. And we haven't had a lot of that.
Nope. Mitch and Betty here told me I had an obstacle ahead.
Obstacle?
That's what we used to call her in the airline. Bitch and Betty.
Bitch and Betty.
Whoop, whoop, pull up, pull up.
Altitude.
Altitude.
Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk 18 Echo, crosswind 424, Davidson.
Only time I ever heard, other than the simulator, Bitch and Betty go off. We were coming in to land over over the Appalachians. We were coming into Roanoke, and you know all those mountains around Roanoke?
Yep.
Or big hills. I call them big hills.
They're mountains, yeah.
And we were coming in the RJ, and we were descending rapidly. And we got the whoop whoop pull up. Obviously, we knew
where you were at,
where we were at, where we were on the map, and all that with the mountains, and we could visually see, so we were okay. But it was just kind of crazy though to hear that.
Yeah. Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk 18 Echo, left downwind for 24, full stop, Davidson. I think we'll make this a full stop this time.
Yeah, full stop. Unless you're wanting to go around again, it's up to you. This is your training. This is your wild card training flight. So this side of the airport, there's lots of fields and stuff if your engine quit and you couldn't make the runway.
Yeah.
But over there, it looks ugly.
Yeah, the city over there, I guess.
Yeah.
Alright. The gas is on both. The undercarriage is down. The mixture is full rich. Our prop is full speed. Our light switches are on. Our seat belts are on. The pre-landing checklist is complete.
Roger. Roger, Dodger. Yeah, put that wing correction in. Where should you be crabbing in the pattern? You should be, nose should be like this in the pattern.
Okay.
And it'll keep you from, you can see on my ground track here how it's been blowing you in every time right here.
Lap 10. Kind of high still. Let it go down some, build up some airspeed. Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk 18 Echo, left base for 24 Davidson. Not a very good approach so far.
Go ahead and get that 20 in. I want you to start being a little bit more crisp on getting those flaps in exactly when you're supposed to. Oh, you let it happen to you again. Look at there. Mr. Bad Windy got you again.
Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk N2818E Echo on the final for 24 Davidson.
Where are you going? You gonna land over there in Twin Lakes? Alright, yeah, set your correction angle in and get yourself back on the approach path and then come back in. But don't come back in too much because again that wind's gonna just keep blowing you this way. There you go.
Flaps 30.
Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk N2818 Echo, short final for runway 24, full stop, Davidson County.
Short final 24. She said that. She didn't say that last time.
Doesn't say it every time, which is weird.
Wonder if it's because you were like so wonky.
I wasn't even near the I was like over there at 305 or something.
He's like, where the hell are you? Pull up.
Turn.
Get the right one right. Bit of power, good. All right.
Not too bad.
Not too bad. You
as pitiful of an approach as it was.
You pulled it out of your arse. Oh. Not bad. It was, we could walk away with that one, from that one.
What's amazing is it's still better than some of the first ones I did.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're, ever since we've come back from that break, your landings have been consistently better than...
That's good. Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk N2818 Echo, clear of 24 Davidson. Alright, okay. Alright, after landing checklist, flaps coming up, carpeet's going on cold, transponders on standby, landing coming off. Flaps are up and up and up, that's to make sure fuel's on both, make sure it's rich, trim set for takeoff, carpet off, flaps. Alright, the flaps. After landing checklist is complete.
Yeah, that last one, go ahead and make your call.
Davidson County, Cessna Skyhawk N2818 Echo, taxi into the ramp via Alpha, Davidson.
You're pretty good about adding a little bit of power if you see that it's sinking too fast and you've lost your... You're pretty good about adding that little touch of power, which sometimes can really turn a bad landing into a little bit better of a landing.
It eases the bounce off a little bit.
Yeah, right. Although, you're just going to be careful with that. You don't want to add too much power, or you're just going to float right back in.
Yeah. Start
flying again.
I just had so many bad landings that I know to add the power every time, pretty much.
Well, again, don't get in the habit of that. You'd really like to start making those landings without it, but...
Oh, yeah, I agree.
But yeah, if it's there if you need it. It's a tool, and if you need to pull it out of the toolbox, then by all means, pull it out. Please remain seated until Captain turns off the seatbelt signs.
Alright, avionics off.